What's up, Diamond Squad? It's your guest tonight, Diamond, and I'm back again with another video. If this is the first time you see my face on your screen, make sure you guys go ahead and click that subscribe button, smash the like button, turn the bell notification on so you miss any of your posts, and last time, please be part of the Diamond Squad. Let's go back up right now and give this video a like. Make sure you guys go and watch my carnival vlog if you still have not watched it. I'm gonna keep saying this so you guys can go and watch it. For those of y'all that have not watched it, it will be linked in the cards and it will be towards the end of this video, so make sure you guys go and check it out. So yeah, I finally watched it, chapter 2, and I have to say, before I get started with this whole review thing and the spoilers, it was good. I don't know why people were saying it was trash, but this is going to be a lot of spoilers. I'm just going to be explaining the entire movie. So if you know you did not see the movie, I would suggest you not watching this. But if you don't care about spoilers, then feel free to watch this. But yeah, so I would give this movie a 5-star because shit, I jumped off my seat so many times, y'all. The people that was in the movie theater with me, they freaking was screaming like they was like screaming they lungs off, y'all. But anyways, yeah, so let me just fix this hair. Alright, so basically through the beginning of the movie, it shows you flashbacks from when they was the kids and all that stuff. In the beginning of the movie also there was like this gay couple, and they was getting picked on by this group of people for whatever reason, and they jumped them basically, and the one that had asthma, they really like beat him the fuck up, and then they threw him over the bridge or whatever into like the river, the lake river, whatever it's called. And his boyfriend was trying to come and get him, and but Pennywise already got him. Pennywise literally just bit the nigga ribs off. I'm sorry for cursing, but this movie literally has so much curse words in there. But anyways, bit the guy's ribs off, so he was pretty much dead. Now the boyfriend, I don't know if he survived or not. It showed that he was okay when Pennywise disappeared and stuff like that. But after that, so that'll bring it to like the main characters. So the what you call it? Alright, so basically Mike was still living in Derry, or Barry, it's called Derry. I don't know. I'm tired right now. Like, that movie was literally like 3 hours long. But yeah, Mike was still living in Derry, and he called up all of his friends, to come meet up. Like, we need to take this shit seriously. This thing is back. And Stanley, for some reason, committed suicide in a bathtub and didn't come along with them. And so yeah, they all meet up. I forgot to mention too, most of the friends, or okay, like I was saying, so the characters in there, most of them was married, most of them wasn't. Like, Billy wasn't married, Mike wasn't married, and those are the only two that, oh yeah, and Ben wasn't married. Beverly was married to a guy that basically abused her. He literally like punched the crap out of her in that movie. What should you call it? Eddie. I felt like with Eddie's relationship, his girl was acting just like his mom. So, Richie, I don't think Richie was in a relationship. Yeah, I don't think Richie was in a relationship. Alright, so when they reunite, basically, they chit chat or whatever. They come to find out that Stanley is dead by the fortune cookie. Because they each had like a little puzzle piece from the fortune cookie. And then they just started hallucinating a little bit. Like, the table, you will see like the table start transforming, all these things coming out the fortune cookies, these weird looking things. It was just crazy, y'all. From them seeing that, they didn't want to do it no more. They wanted to go home, but they still ended up doing this thing. So turns out like Mike found like this old thing from like um that the Indians in the movie that did rituals with, and he said we have to get like pieces or whatever to complete the ritual and stuff like that. And what you call it, so each one of them went their separate ways to, you know, look back at their past, look back at their childhood and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start with Beverly. So when Beverly went back to her old house and, you know, saw the old lady, which y'all seen in the trailer, you know, she asked for her dad. She found out her dad died. For some reason, Beverly decides to go in the house either way. The old lady, you know, let her, you know, go around the house and stuff. She found what like a note she had from when she was younger, which that note was actually from Ben, but she didn't know that. She thought it was from Billy. But yes, so she's sitting with her grandma, as you see. I just saw in the trailer because that part is basically in the trailer. So she's sitting with the grandma, and you know, basically in that part that she says in the trailer, no one who ever dies really dies, something like that. And then the part when the grandma go like is literally naked and stuff. When I tell you, when that grandma came out from that dark room, that grandma was so damn tall, naked as hell. Her face completely changed. Her tits were just saggy shit. Just it was just. When I saw that, that scared the shit out of me. I was like, yo, like I did not want to see that. And then when basically, I believe that that old lady was Pennywise's daughter, but for some reason, I also feel like that was kind of Pennywise pretending to be the daughter. Cause when Beverly kind of escaped one of the rooms in the house, they did show how Pennywise did appear, but as a human form of how he used to be. So that's why I think the old lady was kind of Pennywise, because you know he could pretty much transform into anything. There was also a part in the movie where the little girl was following the firefly, and you know the part in the trailer when Pennywise says, when he goes like this and says hello, he was basically talking to that little girl, and um he basically tricked the little girl. Like the little girl had bad intentions, like she was going to back away, but of course she still fell for it. And he literally count to one and two, and then she was just standing there like this, and then she was just like, "Wait, you forgot to say three." And then that, I'm telling you, he just opened his jaw and just bite her face off, like, oh. But yeah. So when it came to Billy part, like I'm doing this out of order, but when it came to Billy part, of course, when they show Billy, they're gonna show his little brother and stuff like that. And he went where his little brother basically got dragged down the drain and stuff. And I was like, he is stupid enough to try to reach out for that boat, but technically he didn't need that boat to complete the ritual. So yeah, Pennywise almost literally grabbed him, but luckily that didn't happen. Now there's this little boy in there that he was trying to save, but unfortunately he did not get to save that little boy. In the mirror room, as y'all see in that trailer also, I think in the mirror room, I don't know what the fuck that's called, but Pennywise basically ate that little boy right in front of his face, and he couldn't do nothing about it. So yeah, so when Billy saw his little brother, from time to time through like the past, the vision and stuff like that, he would feel guilty about it still. Eventually, he gets out of that and he realizes it's not his fault, but he also admits that he basically lied that he was sick and let his brother went and play outside by himself, which was kind of messed up. Now, Richie's, I forgot what Richie saw, but Richie saw some pretty messed up things as well from his past. Eddie saw some really messed up things. It basically shows that Eddie let his mom die. Unfortunately, you find out how his mom died. His mom died from Pennywise. I believe Pennywise killed his mom because the way that doctor was not looking normal at all. So I'm assuming that was Pennywise that killed his mom, and he was too afraid to save his mom. So that's what it showed right there. Ben, it showed that, you know, of course, how he was being bullied, how Beverly was in the classroom with him, but then it kind of shows like how Beverly supposedly transformed and stuff, which it wasn't her, it was Pennywise clearly. So, you know, for some reason, her, like, when Pennywise transformed into her, her head was like on fire and stuff, chasing after him, which was scary as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. So Ben go and hide. Like, as they showing this, they transitioning, like, show them from as a kid running to as an adult running, which is kind of like but yeah. So he locked himself in his locker, and Pennywise supposedly magically appeared in his locker next to him. He ran or whatever, got away, but you know, that's that. Now Richie, actually, I think I remember Richie, actually, he was in front of like a school, and if y'all remember in the trailer when Pennywise was like floating in the sky, that's when Richie had saw him, and this big statue thing at the front of school, he saw, like, when he was a kid, it was chasing after him, but it was all just in his head. So that's that. Now what should call it? Yeah, so that's that. So basically, eventually, they all get together trying to defeat the clown. They went back to like the basement area, but you know, it wasn't easy getting back there for them. You know, of course, what happened in the first one where Pennywise kind of separate them and they had to like face their own fears with the doors and stuff like that. That's the thing that happened. Now the little boy that died in front of Billy's face. Um, for some reason, Pennywise was pretending to be him, cut the head off. Then his head turned into like a freaking. He turned into like a spider, basically. Was basically attacking them and stuff like that. Ended up dying. And then, whatchamacallit? Now, Eddie and Richie, you know, they was together and they had to choose the door. Like, not scary, very scary, or not scary at all. I forgot the third option was. The first door they picked, it was literally a girl with just, like, it was just her bottom, like, her waist and her legs just walking towards them. I was like, that's, And then, the other one I picked, not scary at all, I think it was. It turned out to be an innocent little dog. You know, Eddie had his doubts about it, and he should have stuck to that, but he didn't. He was like, "Oh, that's cute, that's cute." The dog just transforming and come and attack them, y'all. What else happened? So, eventually, when they went down there, I knew it wasn't gonna be that easy to defeat Pennywise. To be honest, you know, they put the stuff that they found from their past, you know, in the ritual thingy to complete it or whatever like that. And basically, I also forgot to say, Beverly did say that, you know, if you remember from the first one, how she was floating and stuff and she was looking into the light and she wasn't supposed to. She did say she been having nightmares that all of them is gonna die and stuff like that, but not all of them died. So, whatchamacallit? Yeah, so they, you know, got around a circle to do the ritual. They kept saying it. They thought they completed it, but a balloon started coming out of the thing and got big and big and big, popped, and then there goes Pennywise. And come to find out, you found out that, like, Mike, by the way, I forgot to mention him, like, he saw stuff in his past too. Like, he didn't save his parents when he was younger from the fire, and they were screaming for help. So that's his whole past thing right there. And yeah, so Mike apparently was hiding something else and didn't say that, like, the people way before them didn't complete the ritual because they was afraid they couldn't defeat him. But whatchamacallit? So Pennywise turned into like this big spider and started chasing after them and attacking them. He started, like, once again, you know, Beverly ended up in a bathroom filled with so much blood. Ben ended up somewhere, I don't know where the heck he was, but apparently him and Beverly was connected, but except the bathroom was kind of like this way, and then Ben was like this way. It was just so confusing. But Ben ended up confessing that, you know, he liked her and stuff like that, and you know, she broke out of there, helped him out, and they come to find out that they try to, since they know they can't really like defeat him, they say, you know what, we gotta make him smaller. By the way, Eddie, poor Eddie, honestly, when he was saving Richie from floating, and you know, he threw the thing into Pennywise's mouth, he thought everything was good, but you know, Pennywise kind of stabbed him, you know, in between like his back to his stomach, and unfortunately Eddie did not make it. But how they killed Pennywise was, they was basically calling him names like small, bully, all these names to make him feel bad about himself, and he got smaller and smaller and smaller until like a midget size. I should say like a toddler size, and they took his heart out, crushed it. I do have to also mention throughout the movie, Richie, for whatever reason, when he throws up, they do show that. I don't know why, but it wasn't a bad movie at all. They technically finally defeated Pennywise. Everybody went back to their normal lives, but except Beverly ended up with Ben instead of she ended up with Billy. Because I know in the first one, Billy really liked her, she really liked Billy. But then, you know, she comes to find out that Ben is the one for her, I guess. So she ended up with Ben. And I'm surprised, like, Ben lost weight. I was like, yeah, I made Ben lost weight? Oh my God. Like, but yeah, Beverly ended up with this freaking string. I need to freaking, yeah, Beverly ended up with Ben. They had like, you know, like Billy was still single, Mike was still single, whatchamacallit, the rest of the people that had like wives and stuff, they didn't really show them as much, they just showed them alone. But it was a good ending. It's just unfortunately Stanley and Eddie died. I really wish Eddie didn't die, because he became brave towards the end of the movie, and it's just like, damn, I gotta take him away. But overall, it was a good movie. There was a lot of jump scares in there. I was expecting a few jump scares. So yeah, I didn't even show one part where Billy was facing his child self, and his child self was trying to kill him, which basically his child self was Pennywise. So yeah, so if you have not seen this, I highly recommend going watching this, because it is good. It's good. So yeah, like, I got jump scared so much to the point my heart started hurting. Like, but anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know I'm probably missing a lot of details, but there is like a couple of videos on YouTube already that people put out explaining what happened. So if I happen to miss something, you will most likely see it on somebody else's video. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you're new, click the notification if you haven't. Find me on my social medias and description box down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.
He just pull it out in his pictures. Bitch. Huh? Packing the mail, it's gone. She like I